So what we were doing yesterday, this sitting in relation, it's like the foundation or the kind of keystone for how to practice in meditation from a self-surrender point of view. It's like the essence of it is we're embodying this Shin dynamic of we're sitting present to ourselves, with Amida just saying, come as you are. You can be cross or envious or seething with rage or craving, or it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a special spiritual person or in a special spiritual state. So you're bringing yourself exactly as you are, and that's like with the body, with the mind. Here I am, here I am, all of me is here. And then we're sitting in relation. We're sitting in relation to however we want to imagine or conceive of other. So whatever Buddha or Bodhisattva, whatever infinite blue sky, whatever tree reaching into the earth and up into the heavens, whatever is opening us to something beyond the finite, we're sitting in relation to that, okay? And we're allowing ourselves to long. So I'm just going to make a couple of points for like all the meditations, which is in a way like if you get lost or disconnected, just come back to here I am, just as I am, this body, this mind. And having a particular anchor to focus your awareness on can be very helpful for that. Some part of your body where the breath is feeling pleasurable, the warmth of your blanket, just find somewhere that feels safe, trustworthy, to be relied on. And you're coming back to that, this, now, me, finite. And then opening again and kind of noticing, where do I long? So what we're going to do as the meditation today is we're going to do what might be termed a visualization practice of Vairocana. But we're going to be doing it from this very specifically self-surrender perspective. So it doesn't matter if you never get as far as Vairocana, and it doesn't matter if you don't see anything, and it doesn't actually matter if you don't feel any sense of presence. So it's simply this, it's like we're sitting and we are orienting towards the infinite, okay? And it's the orientation again and again, us as we are, turning in that direction, allowing ourselves to long. And there is an alchemy to this that we can trust, and it's what Shinran calls jinen, made to become so by itself. So I'll lead us through. Now, if you notice when the visualization part starts, that you start trying to visualize, okay, I suggest you just stop, okay, because there is a self-development way of engaging with visualization and mantra practices, which is, it's like you do generate the image in your mind and you are trying to do it and you are chanting. So this is the model of the Samaya Sattva, where it's like we create an imaginary like Vairocana inside our minds, and by doing that we're making ourselves receptive to like the real Vairocana, like the Jnana Sattva that then comes to inhabit it. We're not doing that model, okay, so just ditch that. So what we are doing is we are sitting in relation to the jnana sattva, okay? We are sitting in relation to Vairocana, who is closer to us than our skin or our bones or our breath, okay? So it doesn't matter if we can perceive any presence or not. It doesn't matter, he's there anyway. We don't need to worry about that side of it. We need to worry about our side of it coming into relation, okay? So if at any point you notice you're trying or you're trying to create something, just stop. Don't worry about it. So if an image is naturally arising in your mind, that's marvelous. And if it's not, it's marvelous. We can leave Vairocana to worry about himself anyway. So settling ourselves into meditation posture. Sitting in relation to Vairocana. This physical experience. Noticing whatever is presenting. This body, this breath. This emotional experience. Us just as we are. Conditioned beings. And that's just fine. Of course we are. These thoughts, and finding a sense of what we can trust in our experience. Perhaps feeling supported by the floor or held by the warmth of our blanket. And finding an anchor for awareness. Perhaps breath in some part of our body. Or some other pleasurable sensation. And allowing our awareness to broaden, to include this body, breath, heart, mind, and any sounds in our environment. Seated just as we are, present in the world. Now all these sensations dissolve and transmute and become a felt sense of limitless blue sky. This very experience, in its true nature, the vast, warm, loving blue sky. And tuning in with our anchor and how it feels to open into relation to that vastness. Blueness without end. Space without limits. staying in touch with our anchor. And noticing that the vast blue sky, like a summer's day, is perfused with light. Nowhere is separate from the light. How does it feel in our bodies to sit in relation to space and light without limits? And letting that be however it is. We're not trying to manufacture any particular sort of experience. Staying in touch with our anchor. And noticing now that a part of this vast illuminated sky is shimmering like a mirage or a heat haze. Vibrating with light. And a point of white light emerges like the sun at midday. Like a cloud of light. Too brilliant for us to see directly. And this vibrant cloud of light is more beautiful than anything we have ever seen in our lives. At the heart of the white light cloud emerges a golden Dharma chakra. which is radiating golden light, which falls on our bodies and faces like sunshine. Like love. So checking in with our anchor and noticing, how does it feel, our finite selves, in relation to this white wisdom light, to this golden love light. Letting ourselves be however we are, in relation. And now it is as though our eyes are becoming more accustomed to this brilliance of light. And we become able to see the figure of a Buddha. White against white. Seated on a white lotus with a white moon mat in full meditation posture. And this figure emits such a radiance of ease, of poise, of unshakable groundedness. That it shakes our being to encounter such a depth. Staying with our anchor, us, finite, in relation to Vairocana. and his face is turned towards us. And his eyes are a brilliant blue. And he smiles a small Buddha smile of such compassion and love for us. Our heart almost breaks. The golden wheel still shining its love rays onto our skin and into our heart. And the white wisdom light penetrating every cell in our body. Tuning in with how we are, us, just as we are, sitting in relation. No censoring of any response. They're all fine. And now, as if it has just started, we hear Vairocana's mantra, and we realize we have been hearing it our entire life. Om Vairocana Hum. Om Vairocana Hum. And we may wish to chant in response, or we may simply wish to listen to the mantra and allow its vibrations to pass into our bodies. Staying in touch with our physical selves and our anchor, and with how it is to sit in relation to Vairocana. And now we become able to look directly into Vairocana's blue eyes. And he gazes at us. And he sees us with such love and such compassion. So now the mantra begins to fade. The radiance of white and gold begins to fade back into the white, brilliant cloud. The lotus and the body of Vairocana dissolve back into this cloud of brilliance. The Dharma chakra in gold remains. Telling us of love. Then it too dissolves into this radiant cloud. Which gets softer and fainter till it looks again like a mirage or a heat haze in this brilliant blue sky. And the heat haze itself dissolves. And there is blueness. There is light, warmth, and the vastness of space without end. Checking back in with our physical anchor. Us in relation, however that is. And the blue sky transmutes to all our ordinary sensations, sounds, smells. Letting go of blue sky. knowing this very body, blue sky, this breath, and sitting for a couple of minutes with no effort.